I sort of I sent you packing earlier on, didn't I?
You did.
If anyone was listening earlier on, I didn't realise you were coming back. I mean,
I thought I haven't just got up for 15 minutes.
Yeah, he was like, oh, right, okay. Sam, let's talk about the transfer window then, because, like we said, it's been pretty exciting so far. A lot of the stuff actually hasn't been confirmed, but the rumours are going wild. What's been your best transfer so far?
Well, there's only one, really, isn't there? Erling Braut Haaland. The idea of him coming to the Premier League is massive, isn't it? I think for two reasons, really. One, because it sort of solves a problem that Manchester City had, in that they, in the biggest of games, Champions League semi-finals, quarter-finals, finals, they've got someone who they know will score goals. And it's a player who is at the peak of his powers, or not even at the peak of his powers, but a global superstar choosing to spend his peak time in the Premier League. I think it's significant for that reason, really. I think they've probably had the best transfer window so far because they bought him. But they brought in Julian Alvarez as well. Liverpool brought in Darwin Núñez, and they've secured the services of Mo Salah. So as a result of that, those two have done very, very well, haven't they?
We've all got to say it like that, haven't we?
No, I'm not
Do
saying
it again, Núñez.
Núñez. Yeah, Núñez.
I think the big thing for me as well with Haaland, because I remember when at Aston Villa, when we played Chelsea, and the centre-half had to play against Drogba, it was the talk of the training ground. Oh no, it's Drogba Saturday. That's going to be like Haaland. Defenders are going to be frightened. They're going to be thinking, oh no, I can't beat him in the air.
Do you think he'll adapt straight away?
I think he will. You can't out-strengthen him. You can't beat him in the air. He's quick. People probably don't believe how quick he is. I remember him playing against Diaz, against Manchester City, and he had him all over the place. So for me, he's going to be a striker that's going to cause damage in the Premier League.
I think Tottenham have done really well as well.
Yeah.
I think Antonio Conte has been backed by Daniel Levy. I think he had to do that, really. If you bring in Antonio Conte, you've got to give him what he wants, otherwise there's no point in hiring him in the first place. And there was a moment when we thought they might not give him what he wanted, when he was threatening to walk out after that game against Burnley. But ultimately, he seems to have secured the talents of Richarlison. Looks like they're going to get Jed Spence as well.
That'll be big.
They've strengthened their defence. They've strengthened their midfield. They've strengthened their attack. I think that they'll give it a good go next year. And they're probably, at the moment, they look like the closest challengers to the top two, to me. I think Chelsea have got a lot of work to do. Yeah. Well, they're fourth last year, and they've improved, and Chelsea have lost players.
You don't realise how much of a loss Rudiger's going to be, Laura.
Yeah.
Like, he was outstanding last season. Losing Rudiger, they need to really replace him quickly, Chelsea.
What are the rumours? Have you heard anything about potential? Because I heard Nathan Ake potentially that they were linked with. Any other defenders that
Well,
Chelsea
they've been linked with Ake. They've been linked with Jules Koundé of Sevilla, and that's been going on for a long time. It's probably 2 years now since that happened. But I think he's just had an operation, so that may well slow down the progress of that deal. Today, there's lots of rumours that talks are continuing over the transfer of Matthijs de Ligt. He's 22 years of age. He's Dutch international central defender. He was very well thought of when he was at Ajax a couple of years ago. He's very, very young, still raw, but someone who Thomas Tuchel has identified. That's a costly transfer, though. You're talking £75 million. And the last time that Chelsea dropped into the Italian market and spent that sort of money, or maybe more, it didn't quite work out for them. But, recruitment's been a real problem for them over the course of the last few years, really, I think. I don't think they've ever really got it right. They brought in Tom Glick, who was at the Carolina Panthers in Charlotte, in the United States, was also running the MLS team there, previously an executive at Manchester City, and he's going to be the guy who is the day-to-day chief executive of Chelsea Football Club going forward. So I think that will start. You start to see the machinations behind the scenes now, giving them an opportunity to build a squad properly.
What's happening with Ronaldo? So we know that he missed training for family reasons.
Yeah.
Is he going to come back? What's going to happen?
Well, I don't think he's going to go on this pre-season tour. They're going to Australia, Thailand. They're supposed to play in Bangkok, on Friday. And Manchester United are uncertain about whether or not he's going to be on the plane on Friday when they depart from Manchester Airport. To be honest with you, whenever we book a plane from Manchester Airport, we're all uncertain whether or not we're going to get on it or not. For different reasons, yeah. I think he's reluctant to go. Pep Guardiola said, I think this time last year, the thing about Cristiano Ronaldo and Lionel Messi is that they're at a level where they decide where they want to play. And if he doesn't want to play for Manchester United anymore because he doesn't want to play in a team that are not in the Champions League, and that comes with associated pay cut, I think, as well.
25%, right?
Apparently so. Then he'll end up moving on. Where can he go? Well, he can go to Bayern. He could go to Napoli. He could go to Chelsea. all of those are available options. There's not a club in the world that, given the real opportunity and the desire from the player to go and play at that club, they wouldn't sign him. Of course they would. I mean, he scored 24 goals in 38 appearances last season. He's 37. He's older than Gabby. But at the same time,
we've got a break.
at the same time, he's still in pristine condition, and he'll do what others can't. He actually fits Chelsea, I think, in a weird way, because Chelsea need goals. They need someone to stand up there and score goals, and he's definitely going to do that. Whether or not Manchester United would sanction a sale to Chelsea is a different matter. Whether or not really he wants to go to Chelsea, and actually would he prefer to be in Munich or would he prefer to be in Naples? I don't know, but I think he'll be on the move.
Do you think it's a bit though kicking Manchester United while they're down?
Well, they need him,
and I feel like it's a bit.
Manchester United fans have said that a lot, and Alex Crook, who works on this station and talks a lot about transfers, says he should be thinking about helping Manchester United at this stage and getting deals over the line. They're just about to sign this player, this player, this player, and now he's thrown a spanner in the works. Well, he's not thinking about that. It's Cristiano Ronaldo. The only one thing that he's ever cared about is Cristiano Ronaldo, and that's not doing a disservice to him.
That's
the reason he's
so
fantastic, the reason he's achieved what he's achieved, the reason he's scored more goals than any other player in international football and has broken every record that probably has been known to man in men's football, is because he is single-minded and he's completely focused. And if he wants to go and continue his career, he's 37, he should be able to play in the Champions League.
Well, how do Man United fans feel about it, though?
Well,
they brought him in last season, £500,000
but actually, I don't
a week.
think it's a bad thing. I don't think it's a bad thing. Do you? Eric Ten Hag having to come in and manage that sort of ego and work everything around him when actually he can start with a clean slate. Surely that's a better situation.
talkSPORT Breakfast with Laura Woods, Monday to Wednesday morning 6 till 10 on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.